Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Kitting Up Kitten. My name is Sam and I am gonna be kitting down a diamond painting today. So I did put up a video of my finish, which was Wishing Tree. If you are here and you've come across my video and you're not subscribed to me, please consider doing so if you are a diamond painter. I am based in the UK. I've been diamond painting for about 3 years. And I'm trying to build my little channel. So I'm going to go very quickly through the boring stuff. Okay. First of all, please like, subscribe, comment and share. It will really help my channel grow. If you need any information about products that I talk about in the videos, then please check out the description box. Everything that I use will come from the places in the box. If you are asking about a canvas, canvases are always Diamond Art Club canvases. That's all I work on now, or until I try somewhere else, but I doubt it. But anyway, there is a link in the description box if you have never ordered before. When you go onto that link, please make sure you're on my latest video. They like you to use it within 7 days of that video going up. So if you're a bit too late, wait for the next video and do it on that one. Number one, that will give you a discount. Number two, it will also generate a very small commission for me, which goes towards buying more Diamond Art Club paintings for my stash to share with you, to do videos with. Okay. Secondly, if I refer to Penny, I mean Penny from Calb's Sparkles, also a YouTuber, also does diamond painting content and budgeting if you're into that sort of thing. Please give her a like and a follow as well. And please note that the majority of products that I use for my spares come from Penny. Okay, link is in the description box. You know what to do. You know what to do. So let's crack on. So first of all, obviously I have my 4 boxes. So this is how I keep my spares. I keep round and square drill spares in the same boxes. I got all of my labels, my tabbed index cards. They are laminated. They have the colour on them. The labels match. I have one label for square, one for round. All of these come from Penny at Calb Sparkles. Yeah, go check her shop out. But if you need to get yourself set up, this is where you need to go. This is where you need to go. So today I'm just kitting down. Here is everything that I've got left over, and I've got quite a few. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out these 3, because these 3 are ABs. So I've got enough of each. Look, got plenty, so worth saving. So I'm going to take them out first of all, and I'm going to work through my boxes. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, you know, or a cup of tea, or a gin and tonic, or whatever beverage suits the time of day for you. You notice I didn't say, you know, for everyone, but you know, as long as you're comfortable. I actually find kitting down very therapeutic, so I'm going to make myself a coffee and I will be back. Okay, I'm ready. I have my cup of coffee. I also have my protein shake. Currently I'm doing Weight Watchers with my daughter. It's going very well, actually. It's going very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this tray out of the way, because it, you know, it's quite big. So I'm going to switch it around, and hopefully you will be able to, let's do it that way round, you will be able to see me sorting it. Of course you will. And I'll zoom in later. Okay, I tend to work as much as possible in DMC order. Now I do think that actually as time went on I managed to get these in order. So that one's in the wrong place. So let's move those up. So yeah, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure, because I kit down in DMC order as well as up. So that one can go there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay, I also need to take out 47 and 47 and 46. One, because these are crystals. I don't have any cards or bags for them yet. And also because these are fairy dust drills. Fairy dust, I think I will probably keep with my ABs. So there to one side. I will deal with what I'm doing. Maybe I just need to get some a set of index cards for the fairy dust. But anyway, we're then going to do them all as we go. So as you can see, very, very simple to flick through these tabbed bags. I do not keep, I don't colour match, okay? I don't. Here's why I don't colour match. Now, I save my drills so that I can use them in cross-stitch conversions. So a cross-stitch conversion is where you take a cross-stitch pattern and you convert it so that you can do a canvas on a blank canvas, and you can build it up with the drills that way. I'm going to use this because it's rubbish. So I need my square drills for that mainly. I do keep square and round. I will at some point, I've said it a million times, I will at some point do a round conversion. But at the minute, I've got so much on. So I am keeping them. You never know. You never know. So where my bags are in, that's in the wrong one. Where my bags, no, it's not. That's in the wrong one. That's why. Silly woman. So currently I have a conversion project going. So I like to get the charts and then I buy the canvas. You don't have to do it on a canvas. You can do it on paper. If you want to know about how to do it on graph paper, head over to Penny at Calf Sparkles. She has all of the details and a full list where she has done exactly that. Okay, so square 310, my bag is full. So I'm going to revert to my, oh, hang on, this lid, there you go. I am going to do the following. I am going to pour all of these into there because I will be using this big pot. It is easier to just have a big pot of 310. I do have another one of those for round. I am then going to put these 310 into this bag because at some point I will be at a point where I've got nothing but Diamond Art Club drills. So by refilling this bag and starting it off again, I mean it looks a bit tatty, but starting it off again means that I can start saving them in the same bit. So there we go, that's 310. Now I know kitting down might not be your idea of fun, but do you know what? I find it very therapeutic because it's monotonous. Look at this, 317. I've got tons. I had an incredibly stressful weekend. I'm not going to go into detail, you know, although I love sharing stuff with you guys. There are some personal aspects of my life that you don't need to be hearing about. But all I can say is that I had quite a stressful weekend. My mind was going 10 to a dozen. I started doing diamond painting to help with my mental health. And sometimes I just need to... Oh, I have no bag. Oh, right. This is where it gets tricky now. Hold on. So basically, I haven't got a bag for squares in 318. Now what I do have in here is I do have some bags and I do have some card. So I'll pull those out. And now I need to find my stickers. There they are. I knew I'd probably put them quite close. So I do have extra stickers because Penny's amazing and she makes sure. So I'm going to keep that up there for the time being. Because I don't have a square bag, I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to put in a piece of my cut down card. These drive Penny crazy because they're just leftover card. So I don't particularly care whether they fit exactly or not. It drives them mad. Penny, if you're watching, do you know what? Chop me some blank card, the right size, and I'll give you the money for it. And then you'll know that they fit. Because that'll be quicker and easier for you than doing all my bags for me. Just a thought. Comment below. So yes, I do have mental health issues. We all have mental health, don't we? We do. And sometimes mine is better than others. And at the weekend, I was in a situation where my brain was racing and I was upset and I was cross and I was tired. I was being triggered from previous trauma, you know, all of the bad things. And I needed to get my head in the right space. I'm going to put a bit of card in this one as well, Penny, look, because it hasn't got any card in it. I'll do that now. There you go. It's not bad. Anyway, the situation has been somewhat resolved. It will take a bit longer to get there, but sitting here now, calm, getting all these drills put away, watching as something gets organised. I can't control everything, okay? You can't, nobody can. We cannot have complete control. And even if we have complete control in ourselves, we can't control other people. Okay, we can't. Because if you do, that's cohesive control. No, what is it? You know what I mean. It's you know, you can't. It's not good. Look at all them. Oh, they're definitely blue. It's coercive control. That was the word I was trying to think of. And that's not good. That's not a good state of mind to be in either. So, do you know what? Deal with what you can control, you know? And yesterday was spent trying to resolve the issues. We have come to a conclusion. And today is about me taking time out from everything else. So no social media, no, all right, okay, right, I say no social media and then I'm sitting here doing this, but this is a video. I don't actually have to, I'm not interacting with someone in real time. So I'm just sitting here in my snug. I can't get that undone. Sitting here in my snug, putting my drills away. That's it. Because the next canvas that I'm doing is a chuck pencil. It's quite large. And I have quite a large storage system to work from. So I haven't got room for this one. So what I can control is my breathing, my space around me, because it's just me. And that will calm me down. I feel better already. Please don't ask questions. Please don't ask what's going on. I will always share things with you guys that I am comfortable sharing. But I can't share everything because sometimes it's not my story to tell, or only part of it is my story, or discussing that story would hurt somebody else that I love deeply. So that's why. Okay, it's as simple as that. Just know I had a shit weekend and I don't want to have a shit week. That's pretty much it. So my plan today is to sit and get this kitted down. I was, before the weekend happened, I was going to be doing a video today on my conversion to get the launch sorted. You know, to get everybody ahead of time. I am now going to do that video later in the week, once I've had a bit of time, because I've got a very, let's put a piece of card in that one as well. I've got a very, very busy couple of days work-wise, and then it eases off somewhat because the bosses are back from holiday. What I will say, no, I'll discuss it some other time. We'll have a conversation some other time about boundaries, okay? And why we need them, and why you should respect them, and all that sort of thing. Because I can do that as a much more generalised whip and chat, whip and ramble, as they used to be called. Oh no, like I'm gonna have, what's gonna happen is I've got you know 3 or 4 pieces of card here, and then I'm gonna run out. That one's slightly too big. Never mind. Oh, do you know what? I'll deal with it. It's fine. Why have I got 415 anyway? I wanted 414. And after all that, look at that. That hasn't got a bloody bit of card in it either. I am planning, I haven't spoken to Penny since Saturday morning, so I am planning on calling her after I have filmed this video. But I know that once I get on the phone to her and we get chatting, I'm going to be on there for a couple of hours, so I needed to get this done first. I also have a couple of orders to get out today. I left them to the last minute, just because I was so busy last week. And one of the items is currently printing, which you can hear in the background. Anywho, 502. So what is the plan? The plan is, I've not got a bag for that either. Why am I... Right, can I just say, if I'm missing bags, it will be because it is in my conversion. And yes, the sensible thing to do would be to go through these and to kit down directly into them. But there's a reason that I'm not. And it's purely because I want to keep some control. Now I've got to try and find... There we go. 502. I want to keep some control over what drills go into my conversion, because I've already started it with a mix, and because these new bags that I'm starting are all Diamond Art Club, I want to make sure that I'm using up all the cheaper company ones first. So there is a method. Again, they are not an exact match. Let's hide it before Penelope sees it. So yeah, it's just, it made sense that I would do a finish video. I have now chipped my gel polish. Yeah, it made sense to get the finish video done, so that I could then have the desk clear to kit this down. And once I've done that and it's all away, I've then got space to pull down my my conversion. I did have a mini sort out yesterday because the canvases in the bottom of my wardrobe, it was getting a bit much. So I've had a bit of a sort out of them. And believe me, the horror of my husband's face when I went, right, these are all my canvases and they all need to go in there. Because I was going to put them on hangers. I was going to take all the finished ones out and put them on hangers in my wardrobe until I got up there and realised that there are a good handful that won't fit in the wardrobe because they either won't hang because they're too long, or they won't hang because they're too wide. Now, bearing in mind that we have already discussed building a unit in the alcove in this room and having extra racking at the top to store all these, it ended up with me taking all of my finished canvases out of their boxes, so I didn't have those boxes, and just keeping the boxes that have got unstarted canvases in. It was a bigger job than I envisioned, but they are put away. It does mean, however, I need to order a holder of some kind to put my finished ones in. So what I've done is they are rolled up, so I need like a, what are they called, like a wrapping paper case. So I'm going to have a look on Amazon, and the plan will be that I will then put finished ones that are not going up on the wall anytime soon into that, and I can store that under the bed. Makes sense. 598, last colour in this set, and I will move on to my next box. What else did I do? Okay, so I made a snap decision on Saturday to have all my hair cut off. I am not finicky about my hair, okay? I have had short hair, no hair, long hair, curly hair, straight hair, red, green, black, brown, purple, you name it, I have done it. And I am a very reactive person. And Saturday morning, I was actually in quite a good mindset. I was. But anyway, I decided I'm done having long hair because it's just doing my head in. I've also decided to strip the red colour back out. So I had 2 attempts yesterday. I just need to make sure I've got the right box. Incidentally, while I've got my boxes out, I decided, I've got some in here, so I'm going to do the ones that I know that I can put in. So I've completed that one. I know we're not going to have these stickers much longer. Actually, does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Let's put them all on there. I made the decision that I am going to put all of these stickers on the top of these boxes because it makes them unique, and it also gives me somewhere to put them because we're not going to have them soon, are we? So it was like, do you know what? I'm going to decorate the top of my boxes. So let's do that quickly while I'm here. Yeah, so I went and got my hair cut off. I had already got a couple of stripping kits. So the plan was get my hair cut Saturday, and then Sunday I can strip it. And it didn't happen that way. However, what did happen, I did strip it. So I have started stripping it. I've got it back to a peachy colour. I have ordered, so 80s this is, I have ordered a highlighting kit, which is arriving today, along with a highlighting cap. I'm going to go old school, and I'm going to put highlights, blonde highlights through it to break it up, and then I am going to grow it out. Okay, I'm going to grow it out, and I'm going to go my natural colour, which right at the front of my hairline is freaking white. At the sides is more of a salt and pepper brown, so could be interesting. However, it feels a lot better, I think, working even with it tied up. it was so hot. It just didn't help. So yeah, so now I have no hair, but that's another story. Okay, so I've got round, and I've got, see, I've got a mix of colours. So I did that. I did quite a bit this weekend actually, despite everything. But so I've started Weight Watchers with my daughter. We've been trying to lose weight since April with varying degrees of success, and we decided to give in and just to do Weight Watchers. My daughter lost nearly half a stone her first week, so she's a week ahead of me. But we are now doing it together, and in addition to that, we are also doing yoga. Very simple yoga. Before you all come at me with fancy names for positions and stuff, trust me, it's very basic. However, I have found out that doing this particular set for 10 minutes a day, every other day, will give you some added muscle strength and some toning, and that is nothing but a good thing. Plus it you know, sort of brings us together as well. So we're doing that together. Things are always easier when you do it with somebody else. Right, again, empty bag, no piece of card. I don't know if I've got any pieces of card cut, and I can't be bothered to hunt out card, to cut pieces of card down midway through a video, so that's not going to happen. You know, it can take long enough to kit down as it is without me adding that in. I will just do them, I'll put it on my list of things I need to do. 700, where's 700? Haven't actually got a bag for rounds in 700 either, but we're getting there. Look, halfway through. Excellent. Now I will go over these tubs with some goo gone. Usually I'll do it before I use it to kit up next time, but never say never. But yeah, just take the little bit of sticky. These aren't too bad, you know. Tangerine, 740. I will say that lots of these, especially the square drills, are Diamond Art Club anyway, but you still get colour changes. You still get differences in dye lots, you know, just like you would with wool, just like you will with thread if you're cross stitching. It is what it is, but it's good enough. When I'm doing my conversion, I will just pour them into a tray and pick out the colour that I need, the colour I've got the most of, the colour that sits the furthest. That wasn't in order, was it? 702. Right, that one's in the wrong place, so I have got around the 700. I've just put it in the wrong place. Kelly green. I don't know what Kelly green, but there you go. That's the colour that's Kelly green. Where did that one come from? Where did that name come from? I mean, it's obviously right because it's on the other one as well. Right, is that 700? We've got a few more, but they're all higher up. This will go back into storage. I have said this numerous times before. Bottle storage is my favourite. I will always use that first if I can. But there will be instances where a kit will fit easily into the Elizabeth ward, in which case I will use it. I'll use what I've got. But it isn't my favourite. It looks pretty. It does. For looks, it's lovely. But I don't know. I started off with bottle storage and I kind of just gravitate to it. I just need to get some with bigger amounts in. 744. So let's do that. Right, I'm going to go and take a quick break because I need to drink this this milkshakey thing. It's actually a bit more like milky yogurt. So it's quite filling. But I will be back, just bear with me. Okay, let's continue on. Let's hope I don't have too many more. I don't have bags. A bit rubbish, isn't it? 7:03. 7:03. Been waiting last night to call the, we have like an awning, a sail attached to our sunroom on the outside. And actually took it down last night because we were supposed to have a thunderstorm. Don't think it ever happened. So, a bit annoyed, but it does look very, very stormy today. So, yeah, need to get this done so I can then ring Penny and have a conversation. I'll ask her about the card then. But yes, so I am hoping, I moved someone that I had in today to Thursday now. She got an issue with her car, so she didn't know if she could make it, and I just sort of said, you know what, actually it'll be easier if you can do like Thursday, because I don't have circle. I'll just do it Thursday. So we agreed to do that. So some evening this week, I might even do it today. I'll see how I go, I'll see how I feel. But I will be doing a video to get you all ready for hashtag DIY DP November 24. There's some changes. There's a pretty big change, but there will also be some very familiar stuff going on. So if you are preparing, then if you haven't already got a project started, please do watch that video. If you're coming in for the first time, please watch that video, because it will give you all the information that you need to do your own conversion. If you have no idea what a conversion is, please put hashtag DIYDP into the search box on YouTube, and it will bring up all of the previous videos from the previous events. I'm not going to give out any more detail until that video goes up later this week. So things are on the move. Quite enjoying having today off. It's like oh, 783. Let me just find that. Is that a square one? That's a square one. One more piece of card. That's it. If I'm missing card from any of the others, we're out of luck. Because I am not going off to find card to cut. It's not going to happen. Not today. And I've gone and shut that up, and I didn't need to because I needed it open. So yeah, once I get this put away, that's officially, as far as I'm concerned, that over, which then means that I need to prep my canvas, my next square drill canvas, which is Brookside Retreat. It is beautiful. So that will consist, this is why I thought if I get this done first, if all I manage to get done after this today is prepping that canvas, then so be it. You know, you've got to do what you can cope with doing. Simple as that. I am, of course, I have the Magical Mama on the go. And this is why, like, getting the canvas out was what started me moving stuff about. It was like, there's got to be a bit better way. So hopefully it'll be a bit tidier now, because it was getting a bit crazy in there. I also didn't realise quite how many, you know, it's easy to flick through a book and go, well, I haven't got that many, I've only got this. But when you physically see all of those boxes and you're trying to say to it, well, it's not that many. You say to it, it's not that many. Right, 926. Do we have any that are under 926? Because if we don't, I can put this box away. No, we don't. That's fine then. So this box can go. There is nothing more satisfying to me than seeing how neat and tidy is that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right. And it'll be this one. There's just something very, I don't know, satisfying about having such beautifully organised drills. 926. Okay. This, you know, already my mood is lifting because I'm just sitting and chilling out. So actually, right, what do I mean by prepping my canvas? Okay. So let's go into that because it will give me something to talk about while I do these. When I start a new canvas, I like to do a variety of things. So number one, the first thing is I've got to figure out how I'm going to work on it. Now I tend to work on mine with the shortest side being at the top, which is fine if you've got a not landscape. What's the word? It's fine if you've got a picture going that way, but if you've got a landscape, it means I'm working side on. But it is what it is. It makes it easier that way because very often, even if a painting's quite big, it tends to be more narrow than it is long. However, with Brookside Retreat, I won't have that. So number one, I will be working on Brookside Retreat with it in a, what is the word? And I'm sitting here and I know you're all sitting there going, it's this, Sam. It's landscape or portrait. There we go. I got there in the end. the neurons started firing and they're going, you honestly, I swear as I get older it gets worse. Yes, so I tend to work on pictures in portrait mode. It just makes it easier. With Brookside Retreat, it is quite big anyway. So prepping the canvas for me will consist of the following things. Number one, I'm going to find a washi that kind of matches that canvas. Okay. I do use cover papers. Depends on the picture and it depends where I'm going to be working on it. Which I know that makes no sense. Well, it kind of does, right? So I use these amazing cover papers from Penni at Kelp Sparkles. The problem is I do move around quite a lot. Now, you can't roll up. I roll my diamond paintings up to transport them. You can't roll them up with cover papers on. And because I work so far ahead, I find it really difficult. So if I'm going to work with cover papers, it's either going to be something that I'm not moving around, or it's because that cover paper is absolutely perfect for that canvas. Maybe it's a smaller canvas. Maybe I've decided that, you know, it's just quicker than using washi tape. But most of the time I prefer washi tape. And because the newer canvases from Diamond Art Club are also perforated, it's a lot easier to just tape along the perforated edge and do that. So I know where it is. But until I work on it, I won't know. I might work on my first one and hate it. In which case, hell yeah, I'm going to cut a strip of that plastic off and put cover paper on. So it depends what I'm doing. But in this instance, with Brookside Retreat, no matter where I work on that canvas, it's big. I'm going to have to roll it somewhere. So I will do it with washi tape. So I will get my washi tape. I'll choose one that I want. And what I'm looking for is a washi tape that's long enough to give me the whole coverage I need. So I put a little bit of washi tape along each working edge. Not only does this stop that tiny little overhang of glue from getting all dirty and miserable, it also gives me a guideline. Is that 3053? So I've got a round and I haven't got a square, and I have no card left, I don't think. I use that as my guide to keep my drill straight on the edges. No, I didn't think I did. Okay, I don't have any more cards, so I'm just going to put it in a bag. So where are we? 93053. Where are you? 3053. There we go. So I get my washi tape and I put it against the edge of each of the diamond paintings, covering that excess little glue bit. So I do that by pulling back the plastic all the way around it and doing each edge. And then if I've got enough washi tape in that particular roll, I will then use that washi tape and I will section off the first 2 rows into 2 like rows. I don't do them individually, just the rows. And then on the first one, on the first row, I will then section that further into the sections I'm going to do. Now, the reason I don't do that all the way across, all in one go, is because it depends on what I'm doing. I may be able to do a much bigger section on the next row because I'm off work for a couple of days, in which case I can make that section as big as I like. I may have to do a much smaller one because I haven't got as much time. So I do that as I do each row. And that all takes time, but that little bit of prepping, I then also use a ruler and a utility, a craft knife, or you know, whatever you've got, and I then cut that first line going all the way across, so that section's already done. And then you only have to cut it once. Do you get what I mean? So let's say there's 5 sections, I cut all the way across at the bottom, but as I do each section at the top, I just bend it back, use a cover minder to hold it, and then once I get to a point where the cover minder, the paper isn't going to stick to it anymore anyway, I just cut that section off. I can just pull it and cut it off with scissors. So there is a method to my madness sometimes. 3864. However, on my conversion, I actually prefer to use cover papers because they're the perfect size. I like to work a 3x3 section, so that's 9 squares, and it just, they're just the perfect size. So be ready for cover papers. Plus, we have the lovely #DIY cover papers to use, especially for the event. I'm very excited. It is going to be different. You know, we've had a couple of years now to do this, and it has evolved because I think, you know, things change, circumstances change. So I'm really looking forward to doing it. I hope that if you are someone who enjoys doing cross-stitch conversions, that you will join us. I mean, you're not going to win loads and loads because it's literally funded by me, but you know, you might get yourself some pretties. Let's put that in there. They are so, these are so mixed. I find this colour is one of the hardest ones to get all one colour. So I've got a mix. Some of them are a bit yellowy, some are blue, but we'll go with whatever. 3756. Okay. So today, I am in pyjamas today, and I'm staying in pyjamas, although I do have to nip over and see my daughter because, number one, I left my sunglasses over there. And I know what you're thinking. I need them for driving. More than anything, I need them for driving. So I need to pick them up today because I'm at work tomorrow, so I'll need them. But also because my granddaughter had a bit of a breakthrough on her potty training. And I was so excited yesterday, and she was like, literally, I want you to come over, Nana Sam. She cried when I left on Saturday, apparently. So, bless her. I mean, I love the fact that she loves me. Like, who wouldn't? But also, hate to hear that she's upset because I've had to leave. Not fun. Not fun. 3765. Ooh, good match, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I've got to do that and then just cook some dinner. And then tomorrow is a normal get up day for a change. But I do have a slightly longer job. And then 3765 in there. Forgot where it was going. Not helping myself, am I, by not concentrating? Like, if you're kitting down, it helps if you concentrate. 3768. I do enjoy putting stuff away. I do definitely feel calmer. And I know once I get on the phone and have a chat with Penny, I will as well, because I can get it all out. I can vent. But that's that done. I mean, ideally, I have done. Please don't think that it's been a whole work day today. It hasn't. I actually did a section on Magical Mama before I started filming anything. I sat out there this morning and did that. So I have got that to hand. What I don't want to do is I don't want to start... I don't want to start the Chuck Pinson one before I've had a chance to sort of get a bit done on that. So, I mean, I generally don't film the first row of a diamond painting unless I'm doing the video to show you how I start. Most of the time I do the first row because I turn the painting completely upside down to do that first row, which means that I get that done out of the way. Sometimes too, I mean, on the Chuck Pinson it's a bit bigger, so I might even do, but I'd probably film on the second row, sorry. So if I get the first row done upside down, I would then probably start filming on the second row because it's a bit easier. It just, because I like to work from the top down. It's just the way it works for me. So I will probably do that. But 3811, so that's the next box, isn't it? Yeah. Yay, last box. These sit on my dresser. So once we start getting the other bit built, it's sort of weird. I'm having it, my husband's going to make it because I'm quite adamant about what I do and don't want. So it's just easier to build it ourselves. It may not be pretty, but I'm hoping that long term it will hold the majority of the diamond, of the 3D printing stuff and the printers, and also all of my kits, whether they are done, not done, whatever. I very well, when I move round, because it will require a move, I may also get another one of the extending poles to hang up because they are so handy. But I don't want to put another one up just yet until I've figured out where I want it to go, because it depends where my desk will be. Ideally, really, it'd be handy to have them behind the door, but I've only got a certain amount of width behind the door, which is why it didn't go there in the first place. You know, I just changed my whole house round to fit my diamond paintings in. I'm sure my husband would be overjoyed at that. 3834, where are you? 3834. Ooh! So this is the point where I would go, oh look, I've got some of those now. I can update my spare drawer booklet. It's literally in hand's reach, but I can't be bothered, honestly. This is where my head is at the minute. I am aware, because I've been talking to my circle ladies, that a lot of people have been experiencing some big shake-ups in the last week or so. I understand that some of it is due to the planetary alignments, so I'm viewing my hardship weekend as being an astrological event and not an astronomical one. See what I did there? Right, 3835. These things are sent to testers, aren't they? And at the end of the day, how can you appreciate the good if you never experience the bad? Although I'd love it if I didn't. I'm not going to lie. I'd love it if I didn't. 3842. 3842. Oh, that's a bit of a dodgy bag as well. That's got one of those dodgy bits of carding that Penny hates. I wonder if she'll watch this video all the way to the end, because she knows that I don't always watch all hers to the end. So, Penny, look at that. How well does that bit of card fit that bag? Dear me, we'll see. We'll see if she mentions it. I'm not going to say anything. 3842. It would also help if I could find where the bloody thing goes. It's in there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that's that one done. Oh yeah, and I've still got me, what am I going to do with these bloody diamond dust ones? These fairy dust? I don't know. That's a dilemma. I'd forgotten about that. 3856. 3856. What I don't want to do is get everything out to do it and not know. So what I might do, I have got a plan. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me get this one put in here. 3856 is there. Excellent. Okay, so that's all the normal drills. So let me just, you'll have to bear with me while I put my boxes up on the shelf, because oh no, I'll do that after, because I've just realised I need to move stuff. So hold on, I'm coming. I'm in the background. I'm finding my little penguin box, because this is where my ABs stay. So currently I have like glow in the dark, like I've got ABs here, look, that aren't Diamond Art Club. They are Diamond Art Club. I think they're glow in the dark. They might just be white. So this is where I keep all my oddments. So yeah, I've got a load of crystals, look. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what I did with those. And it means that at some point I will have to sort these out. So first of all, I'm going to put these away. 129, because I have all of these. AB 12. AB 129. Right, so that one can go in there, like so. So that's one AB. And then I'll think about what I'm going to do. I don't particularly want to have, in fact I know I don't want to have a card that's a repetition of every other number and wait for it to get it. I might not get some of them. So I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to use the label from, oh that's round, not that one, not round, it's square. When I keep my drills in my boxes, the square bag always goes up front. It's just the way I've always done it. And sometimes I put them back and I put them back wrong, so I have to try and remember. Right, so that's done. That can go in there. And of course, now that that is done, AB 140, where is my AB? AB 141. So I'm going to put that side. They're just round ears, I think, so they can go in the other box. 5200 and 141. So 5200, they're ABs that I bought separately. and they're square. And then these are square, so I'm going to put these in. I mean, it's the same thing, but are they round? They're square. I can't use, well, I can use the square ones in the trays, but it's actually round ones that I've been using because they fit better. So that's all of those done. So what I need, they can go in the normal box. I don't know if they're I think they're normal. They're glow ones. They're square. I think they're glow, but they're round. There's one way to... Right, I'm going to leave that for now because I don't know for definite what or what. So glow can go in there. I've already got crystals. So I am going to take this label. This is how I'm going to work at the time for the time being. I'm literally going to put that label on that bag. I just think if I keep them all together, I've got more chance of finding them, haven't I? And then I've just dropped like most of those. Got so many of these left over. I'm really pleased. I wouldn't have this problem if I had round drills, pots. Right, so that can go in there. So I'm just going to put these loose for now. I'm not going to worry about them. Put those in there. And the same with the fairy dust. I will need to put card in these at some point. But yeah, as much as I would like to have nice labelled bags, I don't want to store... I haven't got room at the minute to store another 400 plus cards just because they're fairy dust. So I think it'll be easier to keep them in this box and build it up slowly. Because at the minute, all I've got is there. That's it. So it's not like I've got a crap ton. These are ABs that I need to match up. So AB 818. Actually, they can go in there. Might as well while I've got the box out, right? Look at you guys getting the extra. So let's switch those out because then I can reuse that bag. So square in there. It's nice, you know, you get a few extra. You never know when I might need them. 3078. I think that's the 129. Yeah. They match that best. And I think these are actually, by the writing, I think they're ones that Mum had. Like she also has a collection of spare drills. I have no idea what for. She doesn't do conversions. And I was going to buy her everything to do a conversion, but she was like, I think I'd get bored. So I ended up not. So we might as well now find that one as well. Right, so it's not a baby pink. No, I think that's a red. That's a red. That's definitely a red. So if I just go for pink, I think it's this one. AB124. So let's put it in there and hopefully they will match when I put the next lot in. If not, I'll just pick them out. So that is it from me. Not only have I kitted that down, I've also managed to find a place for those as well. So it is a win-win for me today. Now I am done doing that. I'll leave them out because they can go away. I'm going to keep those because they've got card in them. That goes back on my shelf. This can now go and be put back in. So before I use it, I will give it a bit of a clean. But for now, that is me done with Wishing Tree by You May Art. If you have enjoyed this series, please do consider liking, subscribing, commenting and sharing. And it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.